esteemed gentlemen at the head table, Mr. Palatnals, Mr. Ahmed Abbas, and Mr. Shyam Bhatia. First, I will say I am not going to be giving or speaking to you this evening with my Jamaican twang, because if I really went into Jamaican, you wouldn't understand too much. You then have to ask Leroy to translate for you all. So I'll try and mix it a bit. Jamaican, yes, but as many English words as I possibly can. First of all, I'd like to thank Shyam for inviting me to this function here. Because when I spoke to Shyam a few years ago, and he was telling me about the awards that he has been having each year, and he mentioned some of the names that had graced this award ceremony, people like Imran Khan. And then when he asked me, I said, wait, Shyam really has me in that caliber? Glad to know what to do, Shyam. Thank you very much. This great game, cricket. I'm happy to see so many people here tonight. This shows that you all love the game. Sure, you love Shyam as well. But it shows that you all love this game, cricket. And there's no game that I could love more than cricket. Cricket has made me what I am. It has given me what I've got, or what I haven't got. If it wasn't for cricket, I wouldn't be standing in front of you all here now, addressing you. Cricket has made a difference to a lot of people around the Caribbean, around the entire world, with their entire lives. And it certainly has changed mine. I'm very grateful to the game for that. That's why I love the game so much. That's why I love to see people who love the game and try their best to nourish the game and to help any youngsters that really want to play the game. And it's obvious that all you folk here tonight love the game and encourage whatever youngsters you possibly can to continue playing the game. Without the youngsters getting involved, the game will soon die. And we certainly can't afford that. When I was a young man growing up, my father wanted me to play cricket. Not because he was a great cricketer or because he was even a first-class cricketer, but because he played the game, yes, and he knew what cricket could do for young people. It's a game that has a lot of discipline in it, a lot of morality in it. Some people might argue that some of it is not what it used to be, but certainly there's still a lot of morality in the game. There's still a lot of gentlemanly behavior in the game. There are still certain understandings in the game that you don't see in the laws. Simple things like, we saw it in the test match recently. I don't know how many of you have been watching the test match in Pakistan. But simple things like someone throwing the ball to run a batsman out. The ball hitting the batsman and goes off where no fielder is, and they don't run. It's not in the laws that you cannot run. It's just a simple understanding that you do not run when things like that happen. And it still happens throughout the game. It's great to see things like that. And my father knew that a game like cricket could help to build me, not as a sports person, but as a person in general. And I'm happy he introduced me to the game. I'm happy he encouraged me to play the game. And certainly, apart from taking me where I am, as far as having a better life is concerned, because certainly I've benefited financially from the game, but also making me, I think, a better person. And that is something I'd like to tell all the youngsters. Not a lot of youngsters are here this evening, but I'm sure the youngsters that are here will take it back to their friends to tell them that this is a great game that builds character and builds good human beings. And I hope you will continue to play the game and enjoy it as much as I did. There was a gentleman in Jamaica called George Headley. He was a member of the club that I am still a member of, because it's the only club I've ever been a member of in Jamaica, Melbourne Cricket Club, not Melbourne, Australia. But I think the name was fashioned from Melbourne, Australia. And I was a young man, perhaps 16 years old, 15 years old perhaps, and an award ceremony like this, an awards function like this, and I got an award. I would like to tell everyone it was about Bati, but I doubt it. And he presented me with the prize. And of course, the usual story, you go to shake hands, you accept your award, and photographers around, a picture is taken, or a few pictures are taken. A couple of weeks later on, I went back to the club, and he came up to me and said, young man, come here. And of course, when George Headley speaks, you hurry and do whatever say. So I rushed up to him and said, yes, sir. He presented me with a picture, with him presenting me with my award. And he said, just look on the back of it. And I turned it over, simple statement written on the back. Play cricket and see the world. Of course, at age 15, I never dreamt that I was going on to play cricket for Jamaica, the West Indies, anything like that. But just that message on the back of that picture, that was, I don't want to frighten anyone, but that was 35 years ago. And I still remember it, I still cherish that same thought on the back of that picture, because it certainly has taken me throughout the world. I've made a lot of great friends through the game, and now that I'm a commentator, it has given me the opportunity to continue traveling the world and to continue to see people that I played with and against, and continuing my friendships. Not 5 minutes before this function started, a friend of Imran Khan called Imran, and I was able to talk to Imran right in the corner before the function started. This is someone that I played with. We were adversaries. He bowled bounces at me, I bowled bounces at him. He hit me for 4, I tried to hit him for 4. And yet, at the end of our careers, we can remain friends. That is a great sport to be able to have something like that. People will say it's easy because it's not a body contact sport. You know, people don't hurt each other physically by getting in contact with each other, which can create animosity. I would say that's not the reason. I would say it's again because of the nature of this great game, cricket. That you can be adversaries, you can fight country against country, you can literally come to blows, not each other, but because of the bounces that we bowl at each other. People can take it personally, and yet at the end of the day, at the end of your careers, you can still be good friends, go out, have a drink, have a meal, sit down, chat about your family. That's a great thing to have. People go through lives without having good friends. You know, good friends are important. People will say, oh yes, that man is my friend, or that lady is my friend. But a really good friend in life is very important. I'll give you a Jamaican saying, and only Roy might explain a few explain to you a bit later on. My parents used to say, good friend better than pocket money, which means having a good friend is a lot more valuable than actually having money in your pocket. Because that good friend can do so much for you that money can't actually do. And when you can go through your career and do something that makes or encourages and helps you to make friendships around the world that last until you pass on, it's great. It's a great sport, it's a great activity. Again, I want to implore the youngsters who may be here and who may go back and tell their friends, continue playing this great game. And again, I want to encourage all you people here tonight who do encourage your sons or your friends, or just by being able to speak to youngsters that might not even be related to you about this game and to encourage them to play. I want to congratulate you and to tell you, to implore you, keep doing it. I just want to close by congratulating the Dubai Cricket Council for encouraging cricket in this region of the world. I am happy to see cricket being played throughout the entire world. And I'm also glad to hear that there are more locals getting involved in the game here, because that is also very, very important. I understand a local from the UAE is also captain of the UAE team, which is great. I hope that will encourage other youngsters in the region to know that they can get there as well, they can represent their region, and they can go on and make friends all over the world. Because Shyam was talking about the possibility of World Cups. The World Cup is a great stage because all the teams are there. It's a great stage to go and make friends, and hopefully later on when you start playing at the highest level, test match cricket, those friendships will continue. Thanks again, Shyam, for inviting me. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the night.